I think it was not necessary. I think it was a huge, giant waste of time and taxpayer dollars.
In November 2023, the St. Johns County Commission hired a lawyer to sue Commissioner Krista Joseph for a political speech she gave during a commission meeting. The county ended up paying for her legal defense. Liz Ryan explains.
Her attorney, Bradley Russell, spoke at yesterday's meeting.
Commissioner Joseph made a political speech, and other members of the board believed that was inappropriate, so they voted to censure her. They also voted to hire a Tallahassee lawyer to investigate whether her comments were a crime. Commissioner Joseph hired me at the same time to represent her in that investigation.
Her lawyer feels this case sets a precedent.
Your case was about preserving the free speech rights of all elected officials. Your case was about helping to preserve the structure of our free government. Your case was about free public debate in governmental bodies. Your case was about voting and free speech.
Will this be used in other cases going forward?
Yes, it absolutely will.
The lawsuit against Joseph was eventually thrown out of court, but not before a lot of sleepless nights.
Was I ever going to be put in jail?
There was definitely a threat to prosecute you and put you in jail. And at one point, there were law enforcement vehicles outside your house in the early morning hours, and that caused you to worry about a pre-dawn raid.
This is what Commissioner Christian Whitehurst had to say.
When I initially saw the $139,004.90, my first thought was, this needs a healthy dose of Doge.
Clay Murphy made a motion to bring that number down a bit.
I would support an amended motion for $110,242.
It passed as amended, despite Commissioners Whitehurst and Arnold voting no. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
Well, it was completely unnecessary, first of all, and I think completely inappropriate.
The interim leader of the St. Augustine Airport is under fire for releasing details of a criminal investigation into 2 of the airport's board members.
There are currently 3 subpoenas and multiple records requests stemming from the investigation. Interim Executive Director Courtney Pittman disclosing details publicly this week in a $70,000 funding request made to the board for legal fees. Board member Jennifer Liotta among many who are upset with Pittman's actions.
I asked him point blank at the meeting why he did it. He really didn't give an answer. He refused to say anything other than some unnamed individual had, quote, given him permission, unquote. I will be following up separately with general counsel on this to get a real answer, because I found that to be not a satisfying response to a very meaningful question.
The Jacksonville Business Journal reports the subpoenas issued by the state attorney's office had explicit instructions not to disclose the existence of the request, with a warning that it could obstruct or impede the state's investigation into misconduct alleged against 2 airport board members. I'm Daryl Moody reporting.
St. Augustine has a number of events coming up going into Easter weekend and beyond for your participation.
Liz Johnson, Sustainability Specialist for the City of St. Augustine, has quite the list of activities to share.
The first event we have is on Tuesday, April 22nd, and it's a tour of Fish Island. This is the second year that we're doing the tours, and fill up quickly, and you can register on our website at citysaintog.com/sustainabilityevents.com.
And there's more.
And then on Thursday, we're having a resiliency walking tour. It starts at City Hall, and then you walk with Jessica Beach, our Chief Resiliency Officer. She shows you all the projects going on around the city. And then on Friday, April 25th, we have the Earth Day Recycle event, where we're going to be doing used cooking oil, old electronics used for recycling, and then document shredding. There's 5 boxes per resident. We don't accept any TVs or motor oil or hazardous waste at this event.
Those are some of the sustainability events highlights. Meanwhile, in other news, tomorrow and Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon, St. Johns County will be hosting egg hunts and pictures with the Easter Bunny for kids up to 8 years old at 4 different parks. Tomorrow's hunt will be at Palencia Park and Veterans Park, and the Saturday hunt will be at Treaty Park and Al Wilkie Park. Pictures with the Easter Bunny will be available until 11 a.m. when the egg hunt will promptly begin. For more info, go to sjcfl.us. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.